Hello, my lovely people. I hope that you are all very well. This might look, outfit might look a bit familiar, but I've gone into filming mode, okay, and I thought let me get as many videos out of the way as possible. So I'm sharing with you items I've been loving in the month of July. I cannot believe we're about to move into August as well. Oh my god, shocking. It's moved along. Well, you know what, 2020, move along. Had enough already as it is, with everything that's happening across the world. Right. You guys know when I bring you stuff, I bring you all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's not just makeup related, it could be beauty related, it could be have anything to do with hair, whatever I think is actually working for me, or not. I think whatever works for me, I want to share with you guys, just in case you look and think, that sounds a bit like a horse, but just in case you think, I wonder if I should try that. I wonder if it's any good, as she says. So I'm sharing them with you. These are all the positives. These are all things which work, which I absolutely adore. Yeah, no negatives here. Starting off with things to do with hair products. Right. This one is the Silicon Makes Bamboo Avanti. Bamboo as in B-A-M-B-U with an accent. And that's this one here. That's the pot. If my camera can zoom in, there you go, and there you have it. So this is what it looks like. You can buy this from Amazon as well, so you can see the label. This is fantastic. It is silicone based. If you have got the type of hair that can take silicone, not a problem. But if you don't like silicone, or your hair doesn't quite agree with silicone, then obviously this is not good for you. I tend to use this more for my wigs when they're looking a bit frayed and they're looking a bit oh no, then I actually use this as a form of treatment. I use them for both synthetic and also real hair wigs. Now, to be fair, it's not as effective with synthetic, but it's effective enough. And what you do is just boil water. I'll put actually about a teaspoon, that's more than enough. Make sure that it's actually dissolved in the water while it's hot. Take the wig and just immerse it in there and leave it there for a few hours, and then make sure that it's properly washed out. Now what you have to do is make sure that you really rinse and triple rinse your wigs to make sure that it's not in the hair, because if you then leave this in the hair, it kind of gives it this kind of coating on the hair that's not nice, that makes it but it feels a bit greasy when it's not. So it's very important that you really wash your wigs out a few times. You can even use a shampoo, especially if it's a moisturizing shampoo and you're using real, you're washing, real hair wigs as well, human hair wigs. Then yeah, you can then quickly shampoo with something softening, and it works a treat. Honestly, it is brilliant when you've got a treatment in there and you brush out all the knots and everything. It is brilliant. It really works for restoring wigs which are a bit looking a bit lackluster. Brilliant. And this one is for real hair. Now I can't pronounce this. I mean, Apogee, I think it is Apogee, and that's how I'm pronouncing it. If it's not, you guys will let me know. This is the Apogee two-step protein treatment for damaged hair. I've obviously got the shampoo, which you then use initially and wash your hair out, and then after shampooing your hair, you do this two-step treatment. It is a protein treatment. It's one of those that you have to be very careful with, in that after you've washed your hair, you put this and make sure that your hair is completely coated with it. Dry your hair with preferably, if you're using a hair dryer, you use up to medium but no more than medium heat. I can actually just go with cold air, and that allows it to dry because I've got super fine hair. And then you use that, and then obviously afterwards, per the instructions, you also then use the balancing moisturizer as well afterwards. And I'll just bring that so you see. I bought the two together, but actually there was a deal that then gave me a hair serum to go with it as well. This one is fantastic for hair treatment. My hair is terribly damaged at the moment. I think it's more health related as well, probably to do with stress as well. So my hair started thinning out and breaking from the roots. You can literally rip the hair out. So as well as having that kind of receding hairline, the hair itself is actually weak. So doing this is actually, I can see it's actually started strengthening my hair, that when I brush my hair out, when I'm doing a wash on a weekly basis, it's not actually taking too much out of my hair. Obviously I'm using the right kind of brush as well, one that just takes the knots out but does not rip your hair out. But this, after one treatment, I've definitely seen that there's less of the hair that I lose. Honestly, usually when I'm brushing my hair, you got just chunks of hair coming out, and I've always had fine hair anyway, but the combination of maybe you know, something going on medically and plus stress as well is really causing major issues for me. So I'm using that as treatment, and these two come together. Obviously do your research please and make sure that this is appropriate for your hair, and you want to use this as well. But this is the Apogee two-step protein treatment, and it's got a list of what you how to use it as well, and you've got the treatment as well, and the deal that I had from Amazon, which came to about £24. Also you get a hydrating curl serum, which is great because I tend to use that in the middle of the week, twice during the week, to actually hydrate hair, and to, you know, to the main component here being water, and so on, so to help keep my scalp also and my hair also hydrated as well, otherwise it goes super dry. So those are the hair products. Now moving on to beauty stuff. Yes, let's be quick. What's next beauty wise? I'm gonna start actually with perfume. This is of course La Nuit, and you can see here, and this is Lancome, and I love this perfume. I bought this a while ago. I literally bought it, and then I mean I'm putting handprints all over the damn thing here, but you know, so I love it. I absolutely love it. Via Belle, and I've actually, I mean, it's pretty and everything. I actually used it and then put it in a drawer and then forgot. That's what I'm like, out of sight, out of mind, forgotten. Until I pulled the drawer up and I went, oh yeah, I haven't actually used this for a while, and I've been loving this. This is such a lovely soft summer scent for me. It just works really perfect. It's so much more delicate than the usual Lancome stuff as well, but I absolutely really love this. It just feels more summery for me, and it just makes me feel more feminine. And when I wear it, I've got, you know, I've had some compliments. what are you wearing? You smell so good. I love when I walk down and someone says I smell good. It just makes me feel better. So yeah, I absolutely love this, and it is fantastic. Next, some nail varnishes, which I actually bought fairly recently from Primark. Honestly, these are the gel nail varnishes as well. They are £1 each, and they are definitely worth buying. Honestly, if you're out and about where Primark is and you're looking for some nail varnishes, the gel ones are really good. Go for them. They are brilliant. And I've got a thing where nail varnishes come off my nails super quick. Honestly, even when I go and have my nails done professionally, give it a week, the nail varnish comes off, even despite having so many gel coatings and so on. Makes no difference. But these ones last me for a few days, probably about 3 or 4 days before I start seeing nail varnish chipping off, which is, for me, is actually a long time, because literally I've had nail varnishes where the following day most of it's gone. I don't know what it is, but they don't stay on my nails for that long. So that's that. They are great. Also from Primark, and I'm going to do a quick video next week, Wednesday, where you're going to see me actually applying this. This is the nail polish remover from Primark. I think this is £1.50, and honestly, if you're not out and about going to go to, you know, to the salon and having your nails done with them, and you're doing them yourself at home, and you want to remove nail varnish super quick without any effort at all, this thing is amazing. Honestly, this is amazing. Obviously, you know, it's got here with added keratin, and it's an instant nail removal. And when I say instant, I mean instant. It's super instant. You wait and see next week Wednesday. You see the video of how quickly it's seconds is how long it takes for you to get the nail varnish off without any effort whatsoever. It is, I'm amazed by this. It is brilliant. This is the nail varnish remover from Primark. I'll bring it a bit closer so you can see. Yeah, so it is hands down absolutely amazing. All right, now face cleanser. I'm sure I mentioned this one last month as well. I'm still loving this. You know, this is formula 10, and it's the Pores Be Pure Skin Clarifying Mud Mask. with strawberry and yarrow, and these are just fantastic. This one is really smooth. It leaves your skin feeling really smooth but so clean as well, and it literally feels as if someone's gone through your pores and sucked up all the bad stuff and all the residue and makeup and everything, and your face just feels so clean. It is so good, so good. I absolutely love this is the Linda Hallberg the powder puff. It is pointed, it is black, and you just slot your fingers in here. This is as close as you get to the Tati, I don't know what it's called, but the makeup application. I actually just use this one for the powder, and let me just say, for getting a completely flawless pressed in you know, powder in place, and making it look really seamless, it is just, this is brilliant. And I like the fact that it's pointed. You can get into the inner corners of the eyes. I use this now as a norm when I've got my finishing powder and I'm setting everything in place. You know, I actually use this all over my face, and that's really helped for me to press the powder into the skin. And because I've got super oily skin, for those who don't know, I use powders, and this really helps. It is fantastic, love it, and it wasn't expensive either. I think it was just about £10 or just above that. And yeah, it is really good. So if you're looking for something similar to Tati's, and I know Tati's one, you can use it for leaving the drama aside, by the way, you can use it with foundation, liquid foundation, as well as powders. I just use this one for powders, and it does the job. It is brilliant. This combined with a really kind of airbrush powder, the combination is just, it's a beauty. Brilliant. I bought this one from Beauty Bay as well. And also another application is this brush here. This is the e.l.f. Pointed powder brush. I can't find the original one that I had. Yes, I know it's been used, but I used it to do my face, and I actually used this one on for bronzer, and it is fantastic. I like the fact that although it's pointed, it still really is soft, and it gives you that kind of what is the, I can't think of the word. When you're placing it, it just gives it a kind of diffused look where it is not too pointed, but it's pointed enough for you to reach places without going all over the place, but it leaves it a really diffused look, and it is perfect for using you know, with a bronzer. I absolutely love this brush, and it's so affordable, but it's one of the best brushes that e.l.f. has. Honestly, it is brilliant, and I just used it earlier today, which is why you can see that. But it is so nice, so good, such a you know, a brush well worth having. Now, quickly moving on to makeup stuff, because this has been a very long video. What else? Foundation. I don't have it here, but the Urban Decay, you know, Stay Naked foundation in my shade is 71WY. It is brilliant. Love that foundation. That's the one I'm wearing. But I've got something else, an alternative. This is the Stila, I want to say in French, lingerie souffle, well, lingerie souffle, that's what you're getting. And it is skin perfecting color foundation. This one is actually water based, so if you are oily and you want to leave anything to do with oil and you want to use a more water based foundation, I've got like this one, shade number 7. I also have shade number 8, but that's too dark. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It comes in this super heavy glass container. It is actually quite, initially when you see, you think, huh, what on earth is going on here? And it looks a lot darker than it actually comes onto your skin. This one is actually the perfect match. And I use this one, I'm actually going to be out only for a few hours, and I want something that's super quick. And I use this because it's water-based. The only thing about it is that it's got some gold specks inside, which I wish they didn't have that at all. Honestly, I really do wish it didn't have that. But yeah, it is so skin-like and so very light on the skin as well. It's brilliant. Do you need to set it with powder? Yes, you do. But the other thing about it is when you want to apply this, you are better off with a brush. Do not touch you know, a sponge with this. It's not going to work. It will then leave it patchy and it'll dry too quickly that you have patches all over. You need a good buffing brush with this one and really buff away into the skin. Initially when you look at it, you might think, oh, this is a bit weird, but as you take more time to really buff it, a couple of minutes, 3 minutes of just really just buffing it in, it really disappears into the skin and becomes it looks so natural. People will think actually that it's your own skin. You know, it's really, really, really good. So well worth trying out. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the other shade, God knows. Now, next other item, I'm going to move on to contour. This is, I've had this for ages, but I never got around to using it. That's me. I've got a box full of stuff over there that I've not actually bought, I've not actually used. This is the Huda Beauty contour. I'm wearing it, by the way, on my cheeks as well, and I love this for blending. It blends it so easy. I've got this shade here which is tan, because I think I bought initially the other shade which is darker and it's too dark for me, and again I don't know what I'm going to do with that as well. I've got so many things that which I can't use, but yeah, this one is so good. It blends so easy, so creamy. I am actually in love with this. It is so good. It is cool enough without being too cool. And it creates enough shadow. It's just perfect for my skin tone. It's just a perfect shade for me. I absolutely love it. I will definitely, once this finishes, I'll be buying more of this. As far as cream contours goes, I love this one. It is brilliant. And another item which I'm also wearing, by the way, so I can display that, is this one. You recognize the packaging, the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is the one, the dark one. Oh, I've learned to love this. I have learned to love this. When I'm actually using this one here, and I want something that's super easy and natural and a hint of shadow, and I use the bronzer, I use this bronzer, of course, with this brush and with this one, and it is just super quick. Good to go. It is fantastic. I love this bronzer. I have come to absolutely adore this. This has become a staple. This is something that I would definitely buy over any other bronzers. I am so shocked that I do, but I really love this as well. It is just, I love it. Shade number 4. I absolutely love it, and thank God I love it, because it's expensive enough and I would have cried my eyes out if I hated it. I think my initial review was more like, but since then I've had to eat my words. This is number 1, my favorite shade. Absolutely love it. Okay, right. Let's be quick. Now, going by the eyes as well. If I'm dropping this one here. These are the P. Louise eye bases. I've got one here in shade number 8, which is the one I use the most, and I tend to use this for neutral looks as well. And then I've got shade number 5, which is lighter, but I tend to use that when I want a bit more color and I want the color to pop. These last you such a long time. They are super thick. I apply them with my finger all over my eyelid, and let's face it, I've got plenty of runway. Yeah, so I do apply these, and I've had this one now for ages, and I use it almost on a daily basis or whenever I've got makeup, and I've still got more than half of it. So it is definitely money well worth spending, because it will last you a long time. Yeah, I know you can use concealers and so on, but if you want an eye primer that's going to last you a long time, these are fantastic. Absolutely super thick, really covers your eyelid. If you've got discolorations or anything like that and you want to even a skin tone, get the right shade, and they're so thick enough that they will actually cover everything, and they don't take too long to dry either. And then obviously set it with a kind of translucent powder or skin tone powder to set everything in place, and it doesn't crease. Honestly, they are brilliant. For primer, as well as the holy grail, which is Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer to keep me matte. This primer here, which is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Plus, this is so great for for reducing the size or the appearance of your pores. It does a fantastic job. Even when I don't put makeup on, I just want my skin to look kind of like fresh and clean. There is something about this primer that really does that for your face. And it really reduces the pores at the same time. It gives you kind of like a matte look, but one that's really soft as well. I've come to love this primer, and again, use it all the time, but I do double primer. I use one primer to keep me matte, because to be honest, keeping you matte, if you are super oily, this doesn't really do it. But if you are very oily, and you also, people oily tend to have large pores, and you want something to kind of give you that smooth kind of canvas, then yeah, and you've got textured skin, like this really does the job really well. Yeah, now eyes, super quick. I've got a couple of them here, but I'm just going to show you one example. These are the e.l.f. bite size eyeshadows. e.l.f. is coming up with bite size face sets as well, which I believe is going to be like a blush as well as contour, and I cannot wait to try those out if the quality is exactly the same as these ones. These are so cheap. They're £3 here in the UK. I'm not too sure how much they are in the US, but these are brilliant. You don't have to think about which colors go which one. There's no thinking at all. They're so light, but they are so pigmented. They are fantastic. The quality, I don't know where they got it from, but the quality is amazing for the price. You are not going to regret buying this. If you haven't actually dipped into any of these, they've got loads of different shades. Go check them out. In fact, I think I've got all of them as well. They're down there. I've got all of them, and they are fantastic. They, you know, there's no thinking to be done. You know exactly what goes where, because it's all in the same slot. When the time comes back, when we can all travel, these are super travel friendly. You just stack them up. You can create so many different looks, and again, pigmented, okay, pigmented. You got it. So that's that one. Moving on to the lips. Woo! Oh, actually, no. Quickly, before the last, I've got this one here, and that is the Revolution XX, which brow pomade, and that's one. This one is in dark brown. Looks, and I'm sure I've mentioned this last month, I love these. When you look at it first, you're like, This is as close to the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade as I'm going to get. Quality wise, it is brilliant. It stays in place, especially if you set, I mean, I'm super oily, so now I set my eyebrows with powder first before I apply this, and then it stays in place. And this is as much as I've used, and I use this anytime that I do my makeup. I've had this now for a month and a half to 2 months, and this is how much I've used. And think about that, I'll go to work now, you know, 3 days a week, and I use it every, you know, at least 3 days per week. So this is how much I've used. You don't need much at all, and it does fantastically well, and it's obviously cheaper. If you haven't tried it before, give this one a try. The other Makeup Revolution stuff, I bypass that. Nope, no sorry. Right, so which other item is there? I think that's it. No. I've got lipstick. I'm going to do them as a combo, which is what I'm wearing now on my lips. This is the Morphe matte lipstick, and I've got this in the shade number Boo. Not the shade number Boo. The shade name is Boo, as in B-O-O. And it's what I've got on my lips. Brown, a dark brown pencil, again from a Morphe, and then a slightly lighter pencil as well. And then this on the center of the lips. This one here. It actually comes close to MAC, one of the MAC shades. I can't remember which one it is, but this one is creamy, pigmented, perfect for the center of your lips to make it, to give you that kind of pouty look. And I've got a few of Morphe's ones that I do like, which are great. And then on top of that, I then used this gloss. This is one of the best glosses out there. Honestly, it's not gloopy, it's not uncomfortable. It just gives a hint of, you know, it just gives your makes your lips look really juicy. I'm not wearing it right now, but honestly, this one is the QUIDCO 3D Hydro Lip Glosses. This is shade number 18, and it is so fantastic for anything of the kind of neutral shades, or kind of like brown shades, or anything with a bit of a hint of a soft gold in it. It's the bee's knees. It is a great lip gloss to put on. All right, that's my lot. Camera cut out. It had enough. I've been chatting for too long, and it was telling me to basically get lost, so I had to do that. But that's my lot. Hopefully you find something useful here, something interesting, and if you did, do let me know which one you found interesting. Which one did you like and which one you did not. I'm trying to look, one of my kids is out there somewhere, but yeah, let me know. And well, until then, until next time, stay safe. Boom boom boom. Ooh, ah, ooh, that's painful. Stay Stay safe wherever you are, and yeah, bye.
Oh, you know.